What's happening, y'all? I want to talk to y'all about this because this is absolutely fantastic. This guy quit his job, and when he resigned, he wrote him a letter. But he wrote his letter in icing on his passion. And his passion is making cakes. He has a side cake business. Now, after crunching numbers and figuring some things out in life, he figured out that going for the cake business full time would allow him to have more time with what meant most to him, which is his family, but would also allow him to follow his dream and his passion, and that is of making cakes. Now, what I think is so fantastic about this is that he took initiative and he did something that most people only dream about, and that is actually following their dreams or their passion. So I ask you all, Magnesites, see, because this is one of my educational videos, sit there and think about it. What is your passion? What is it that you want to do? Okay? Because I ask myself that all the time. Because what's interesting about human nature is that your passion and your interests and dreams can change. And right now, my passion is actually YouTube. My passion is coming to you every day. My passion is teaching you every day, entertaining you every day. All right? So that y'all can have some fun while also following me. And I actually learn from doing what I do. And it's actually fulfilling to me. And I love the emails that I get from people. And it's not an ego thing. You know, when I get to help people, when I get to make people laugh. I remember the first time, I'll never forget, it was in like 4th grade, where I realized I had a knack for being funny. And I remember making the whole class laugh at something and thinking like, wow, that was nice. And I remember, you know, that made me feel good, you know, because I was kind of an outcast growing up. You know, I had a few friends, but, you know, I wasn't the cool kid. And then I remember when I got older, you know, people always tell me, oh, you need to be on TV, you need to do this, you need to do that. And, you know, I said, you know, finally I said, you know what, I got to do this. I got to bring my talents of, you know, like people will come to work and say, I'm so glad you're here today because you always make me laugh. Or they would call me and say, what time you coming in today? Because I really need to laugh, or I really need to talk. You always give me great advice. You know what I'm saying? So I figured, hey, you know, why not give back to society while having fun? This is my passion. I love doing YouTube. So I ain't gonna stop until I got millions upon millions of subscribers. That's my thing. That's my dream. Okay? And hey, if I end up doing movies and all that other stuff, y'all heard me before, it'd be great to be able to do it. But right now, this is my passion. But I have other passions too. My passion, also I have a passion for health, a passion for fitness, a passion for traveling, okay? And hopefully they all come together so I'm able to do them all at the same time. You know, travel while making videos and staying healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. But you guys yourself, what's your passion? I mean, do any of you actually, I'm not calling you punks, but do any of you actually have the guts, have the balls, the intestinal fortitude? Do you have it to actually leave what you're doing and follow a dream? And I'm not talking about a pipe dream. I'm talking about a real dream, something that's tangible, something you can actually achieve. You know, for me to say, hey, I want to become successful on YouTube and teach people and make people laugh and keep people healthy, and give great advice, you know, for people. I don't think that that's something that's untangible. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of you, like, for example, like I got homeboys that totally got rid of their dreams to play football. And it's just gone. A lot of them are just living vicariously through their children. And I'm not pointing any fingers, just in case any of y'all are watching. We have many friends, and I can tell, and I can see what's going on. But I think a lot of times we lose those dreams. We just think that they can't happen. Okay? I think you need to think again. I think you need to sit down and think again. And here's the thing. I sat down one day and I said to myself, well, what if? Okay? What if? See, this is what happens. A lot of people are on their way to being the old man sitting in the rocking chair, or the old lady talking shit, telling you old tall tales of what you coulda, shoulda, woulda. Fuck that. I don't want to be that guy. For me to get to an age where I can't pursue what I want to pursue anymore, Nah. Now, 10, 15 years from now, I'm a pursuit maybe in something else. My passion could be somewhere else. Hey, shit. By 10, 15 years, I'll definitely be a YouTube sensation by then, baby. So by then, well, what's my other passion going to be? But it's going to be something else, and this is going to be something that I'm going to be going for. So I ask you all, and this is very powerful, to sit down and write down your dreams that you definitely believe are achievable, even the ones you don't think are achievable. Because here's one thing about the subconscious. See, this man followed his dream of being with his family and following his passion. So he was able to quit, apparently the business is making enough money for him to just make cakes and spend time with the family. And that's what, like, guys like if you look at people like just the Hodge twins or Jenna Marbles, people like that, they become sensations on YouTube. They're doing their thing. And now, if you think about it, they're not working 9 to 5s anymore. They're actually coming to you every day, having fun, entertaining you, while being financially compensated. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? To do what you love and also to support you. I mean, they have all the time during the day. They make the videos, they go work out, and Jenna does her modeling gigs, does shows, makes jokes, all that shit. You know what I mean? I think that's fun as hell. I think that's the best thing right now for me. I just would feel so free just to have that time to bring all joy and happiness to other people and help other people. You know what I mean? And just have time to relax, have time with Sarah, have time to travel and do other things, read, cook, do anything I want to do. That's what I want you all to think about. Think about that. What drives, what do you want? Like Sarah loves to read. She has a book club, a small book club that she tries to do. But her friends all have these other things that they usually end up getting caught up doing. So a lot of her friends don't end up coming to these book club meetings. Then she gets mad or she gets disappointed, she gets angry. And I'm like, look, why don't you start a book club with the world, babe? Start a book club with the world. See, because if you start a book club with the world and you get thousands, hundreds, millions of fans, they'll all tune in every week to meet you at your book club. I told her, look, even if you could even do it live on Google Hangout, if you want to do it like that, you got all these people all chiming in, you know, and she wants to travel. That too. If you become great on YouTube or something like that, or Google, I forgot what it's called, but if you do that, that'll give you, you'll be able to read every week, you'll be able to enjoy these books, you'll be able to get all these different perspectives from different people all over the world while you're discussing this book, enjoying this literature, but at the same time, being financially compensated, and you'll be able to travel. You'll be able to still, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, people don't really think about the different avenues they can take to achieve their dreams. My brother, it was funny, I think he was trying to get this one girl to do some modeling or something like that, because he was working for a modeling agency at one point. And she said, no, I'm a makeup artist. Well, don't you think that the modeling industry, which employs makeup artists, if you're a beautiful woman, maybe it could help kick in the side door to make you a super professional makeup artist. You got what I'm saying? Like, you might be small time now, but if you're beautiful and you already do your own makeup, and who knows, maybe a makeup artist don't show up at a show. You could do the makeup and it's like, oh shit, this girl is the shit. We need to hire her. A lot of people don't just think of these side doors that they can take. Look at Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee wanted to become a sensation here in America. Couldn't do it. People making fun of him, you know, the whole Asian thing, and he didn't believe there could be an Asian superhero at all. So he went in the fucking side door, he went back to China, became a sensation there, made a big noise over there, and all of a sudden America's like, who the fuck is this dude? Well, he made a couple cameos here, Warner Brothers, give him a motherfucking movie. And now, Bruce Lee is arguably the biggest action movie star of all time, period. He really is. You know what I mean? And I could go on and on. But he followed his dream. You got what I'm saying? People like Sylvester Stallone followed his dream. Arnold Schwarzenegger followed his dream. You got what I'm saying? These people did not just, and for this man, it's his family and his cakes. For me, is entertaining my YouTube audience and staying healthy and, just making people laugh. That's what I love to do. So, hey, I hope y'all listening to what I got to say. I hope you all take some time, half hour, 15 minutes, write down your dreams. And then the way your mind works is that if you dwell on that dream and you believe it's achievable, what will eventually happen is your mind, your subconscious, is extremely powerful. If you think of your conscious as the tip of the iceberg, your subconscious is that which is underneath. It's much more massive and much more powerful. And it will start to create ways to help you get these things taken care of. You ever go to do something and you're really focused on it, and all of a sudden somebody comes out the blue to be able to help you, and you actually needed that help at that time? That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. As I found out I had acting talent, all these opportunities just came, one right after the other. I went to a piece of crap fake modeling agency, but a real modeling agency happened to take a look at some crap that they were sending out. Not crap, but they were sending out faces. And, the real modeling agency said, hey, why not give some of these people a chance because they may have some talent. I come in, I read for them, they think I've got the talent, they teach me a little, they send me IMTA, and I won Actor of the Year. Got what I'm saying? And my brother was like, I'm surprised she even found you through that route, because there's people like we wouldn't even answer the phone for them. See what I'm saying? So sometimes things just happen, and they're not supposed to happen that way, but they do. And then your dreams start to fall in line. You got what I'm saying? I got a few other dreams I can discuss with y'all, but that's for a different video. I hope you enjoyed this, okay? All of you, quit your punk ass jobs and go for your dreams. But don't quit too soon. Y'all playing things out, you know what I'm saying, which I'm sure he did. Don't get mad at me and be like, I quit my job yesterday and I can't pay my bills. No, because I'm still working at my punk ass job, and I'm about this far from walking the fuck out. Trust me. Trust me. So Tyrone is also looking for avenues while working on his passion, his smaller side job dream, until it is big enough for him to leave the motherfucking job that he's in right now. Get what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. I'll talk to you later, and hit up the inbox if you got any questions. Bye.